Alright, so this is a real-time image generation that runs locally, offline, and private on my computer. Now, normally, if you want to have this cool ability on your computer, you might want to use a tool like ComfyUI or perhaps Automatic 1111. So these tools are really amazing, they are very powerful, but unfortunately, ComfyUI, for example, is just too powerful and too complicated for average users. So this is, for example, just a real-time image generation interface when you're using ComfyUI. It is not exactly intuitive, and I don't think your grandma can easily understand or set up the feature on the computer. So instead, I do recommend to use a simpler AI tool called Amuse AI. Now, I actually have featured this tool several times on my channel, but basically what you need to know is that you can generate images and even videos locally on your computer, and it is just as simple as prompting AI. There is no spaghetti of workflow. It is just creating a prompt, selecting some settings, and then generate the images. It's as simple as that. So let me show you how you can utilize or enable the real-time image generation on Amuse AI. So step number one, let's open Google, and after that you can type the keyword Amuse AI. So this is a tool that was created in collaboration with AMD, and that's why on the first link of the result you will see the website of AMD. Just click on it and then you can click the download button. Now don't worry, this tool works on other systems as well. You can use NVIDIA or Intel GPU and it can just work just fine without any problem. Now at the moment the tool has been archived. It is no longer actively maintained by the original developer, but hopefully after they put this into GitHub, which means now it is open source, there could be some new community continuing the legacy of this amazing AI tool. Anyway, after that, you can click the release button right here, and you can select the version that is the latest when you're watching this video. So right now, the latest version is version 3.1.0, and after that, you can click this download button. It is only available for Windows, but again, I'm hoping that someone very smart in the future or in the near future could port this to Linux or Mac OS. But right now, it is only for Windows, so you can click this executable file, and after that, you can install the file or the setup file normally on your computer, just like installing any other app on your Windows PC. So after that, you can open Amuse AI, and this is the interface of Amuse AI. It is as simple as it can get. Now let's start generating some real-time images. So let's say I want to create a photo, a photo of an orange cat. So that's the first version, the initial prompt, and after that make sure to select the image count to be just 1, and you can select the aspect ratio. It could be square, landscape, or vertical, but I'll just stick with square, and you can choose between fast, balance, or quality. So this one is very important because the models for fast, balance, and quality are different. Now obviously if you want to get the best result, go with balance or quality, but at the same time it might demand even more video memory, and also you need to download a much bigger model. If that is okay for you, then you can use the quality or the balance version. Now in this case, I guess I'm going to be using the balance option, and after that you can click this, unclick this, uncheck this option, and then enable this one. So this is the real-time image generation, which in this case using Stable Diffusion. I will talk about using other models later, but for now let's just stick with this. Now if you are clicking this button for the first time, it will prompt you to download the model. For example, if I select quality, which is the model that I haven't downloaded to my computer, it will ask me to download the model. So you have to click this and then click download and wait for the model to be downloaded into your computer. Don't worry, this is just a one-time download, and after that you can use the same model over and over again. But again, I'm not going to use this. I'll just use the balance setting, and I will just enable this. And let's click start real-time generation. Now just wait for several seconds for the model to be loaded into your video memory. Now I'm using RTX 5060 Ti with 16 GB of video memory, and this balance option will consume about, I believe, about 10 GB. So I think if you're using a system with 6 to 8 GB, you can get away with it, but expect a bit slower performance when you are using this feature. Okay, so the first image has been generated, but let's continue. So here I'm going to add something like wearing a white cowboy hat and sunglasses, sitting on a wooden fence at sunset. How about that? Just wait for it. Okay, that looks really cool. Yep, that's a really cowboy orange cat, and it is sitting on a wooden fence during the sunset, so it looks really cool. You can continue, but as a recommendation, I do recommend to keep the prompt to be simple. It's not bloated, because there is a good chance if you have lots of details, some details might not be honored by the AI, so it might be forgotten and not actually exist on the photo. So make sure to use a prompt that is efficient when you are using this real-time image generation feature. Now, if you do like the result, you can save the image and then you can choose the location. But I'll show you another way to generate or use the real-time image generation in Amuse AI that is even more powerful. Right now, we're only using the easy mode, the easy setting, but there is also an expert mode. You can click this, and after that, you'll see a more elaborate version of Amuse AI. So there are lots of things that you can do, like there is the image generation, for example, there is text to image to image, paint to image in paint, upscaler, or extracting features from a picture. So there are a lot of things that you can do, but let's just focus on the image generation. And also, if you want to use a different model, you can select, you can go to Model Manager, and you'll see plenty of other models that you can download to your computer. So there is a model from Stable Diffusion, from Black Forest Labs, like the Flux model. There is also Locomotion. There is also the model that is specific for certain hardware. So there are lots of models that you can select to generate maybe a different style image. But let's just go back to image generation first. And here I'll select the model and I'll just use Dream Shaper Lightning. That's actually the model in the balance setting in the previous easy mode. So I'll just use the same model again. And don't forget to click load. And there you go. Now I'll try to use, actually I will use the same demo as before. So let's say I want to generate a picture of a woman. And okay. Let me just add this. There you go. You can add a negative prompt if you want to, but that is completely optional. Now, to enable a real-time image generation, you have to click Enable Live Update right here. And you can adjust other settings like the seat number, the resolution, etc. Now, select a smaller resolution, which is 512 pixel. And I guess that's basically it. Now, let's click Start. Just wait for a few seconds for the first image generation, and you'll see the first iteration of the picture. Okay, I guess I have to use photo. Oh, there you go. Okay, that's the same thing. Anyway, let's continue. I'll just copy and paste the prompt right here. Now, what if you don't like the result? Well, you can change the seat number. For example, if I click this, I'll get a different result. So this seat number will often dictate what kind of picture or even the quality of the picture that you can get. But let's continue anyway. I'll just add another prompt. Just copy and paste, and just, oh, by the way, on my previous demo, on the first demo that you saw at the beginning of this video, I was using Stable Diffusion. Actually, not Stable Diffusion, it's the smaller version. So this one is actually a bit better than that model. That's why, as you can see, the picture looks sharper than my first demo. So this looks really amazing, and I think this could be used as a way to familiarize yourself with prompting, and then you can also get a great picture in just a few seconds. Now, again, if you like the picture, you can click the save button, and then you can save the file somewhere on your computer. But that's basically all the things that you need to know to generate a picture in real time using a local AI model quite easily with the help of a tool called Amuse AI. So I do recommend using this tool, especially if you're not familiar with a complicated AI tools or developer oriented AI tools like ComfyUI or Automatic 1111. So that's basically it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next video. I wish you a great day ahead.